What is up, everyone? Back with the much anticipated 5th installment of the library tour. We're hitting up this top shelf. Before that, wanted to show you all this. This is the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle poster that came with the official guide. I had it laminated. Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite Sonic game, so I've had this display since I was like 14. So, top of the shelf, we have the Eevee toy, of course. It's basically just for Serena, because she was upset that I said I would not display it. So it's up there, it's hidden, but it's up there. These are just card boxes. I'm not going to go through those quite yet, maybe later on if you folks care. Just magic cards. For the manga, right here we've got Get Backers. 1 through 16. I don't have anything until 20. That's a little standalone, and then I don't have 21 or 22. But I have 23 through 25, and then Infinity Fortress, both 1 and 2. So it's incomplete. But Tokyo Pop, as you all know, they're becoming more hard to find, and I found the difficult ones. The difficult ones for Infinity Fortress, 24, 25, are pretty hard to find. So I just need, it's basically just an Amazon trip, and I don't want to, I mean, there's more things that I could spend my money on that are more important, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, on hiatus, I guess, for me. Railgrad, this is by Obata. Looks pretty good. The art, of course, is astoundingly good. So it's just those 4. And the series is not the best thing I've ever read. It wasn't bad. It was kind of not rushed. I don't know. It seemed odd to me. We have Psycho Busters. This is from one of the same creators of Get Backers. Psycho Busters just looks like that. We've got 1 through 7. 6 and 7 are this omnibus, and then Gunblaze West. This is also done by Nobuhiro Watsuki, the same creator as Rurouni Kenshin and Busou Renkin. So it's just those 3. They're up here hanging out. In fact, I think in the ending volume of Kenshin, they have a little tiny chapter of Gunblaze West. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been too long. Over here we've got Black God. Black God's, haven't actually read it yet. Not gonna lie to you guys. And I'm missing numbers 4, 5, and 6, but I have up to 18. I don't know how many there are. It was a decent lot. I think it was like $60 on eBay, and I can't say no sometimes, you guys. Going over to Trigun. Trigun's 1 and 2 of the first ones, and you can tell these are pretty old. The corners are kind of going out on me. They're actually, the volumes belong to my younger brother. He's graciously donated them to the Tsundoku library. We have now Trigun Maximum. So they're releasing these in omnibus as of right now, but this is 1 through 14. That's all they have. And then Peacemaker 1 through 5, and then through a different publisher, Peacemaker. This is from ADV, and these are Tokyo Pop, and they're different books. They're again, they used to belong to my younger brother. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the two, but he said they were pretty good. Down here we've got Spiral, of course, 1 through 15. That's the complete run, and then Beat the Vandal Buster. Not the complete run. It doesn't really end, but that's everything that they have published ever. I think ever. I don't even think there's more in Japan. I think that's it. And then, really quick, talking about these shelves specifically, these are nailed in, I don't know if you guys can see, to my other shelf, so they don't move any. And these were DVD shelves. They were supposed to stack 1 and then 2 on itself and make like a larger, taller unit, but I didn't need a larger, taller unit, so I found them, I think, at Walmart, and I didn't build them the way the instructions told me to build them. I built them this way, but they fit quite nicely, and the ceiling's right up there, so it's almost ceiling to floor to ceiling, this bookshelf. So anyway, we've got the Heartless up here. This is a Kirby with a parasol, and then we have Domo-kun up there, right on top of Samurai Executioner 1 through 10. Haven't finished reading these. I think I'm like 4 volumes in, and these ones are still in plastic. This is a toadstool tin. It had candy in it at one point, but I like it, so it's still there. Burst Angel. I don't know if I talked to you guys about Burst Angel yet. I think I did in the third tour, because it used to be hanging out near Rave Master, but I had to move it because now we have other stuff there. I'm trying to keep them kind of together, how I've introduced them, but you might be getting repeats. I don't know, I'm sorry. Up here is kind of an overflow. Then we have 𝐁𝐫𝐵. This also is everything that we have in America, so they're in decent condition. They're pretty old. If anyone remembers 𝐁𝐵𝐵, talk about an old series. But it's cool. Down here we've got Claymore. Claymore recently just ended, I believe. There's 20-something, 24, 3? I don't honestly remember, but we've got 1 through 14 up here on this shelf, and then Reborn, also not the full thing, but 1 through 13. A decent chunk. Reborn's kind of difficult to find, and Claymore's also kind of hard to find for a decent price. So I haven't really worried. Neither of them were amazingly good, so I've just meh, you know, whatever. But Lone Wolf and Cub is amazingly good. These are up here. These were published forever ago, and it is a classic series. It's really long though. It actually breaks off. I had to split it in 2 shelves, so that's the other chunk. Oh, I didn't talk to you about Sonic, guys. So we have Knuckles, Amy, Tails, Shadow. Sonic is at my younger brother's house, which is a funny story. Moving on. So Lone Wolf and Cub, really good. They're reprinting these. Dark Horse is reprinting these into omnibus format. They're taller, like an actual manga would be tall, instead of this teeny tiny little bit. And I think they're 3 to a volume. I'm not quite sure. And they're also redoing it completely. And I haven't looked into it a lot because I haven't finished the original Lone Wolf and Cub, and I don't want anything to be ruined or spoiled. But I believe it's the same writer. So, okay. Moving on to GTO. Great Teacher, Onizuka. These are fairly old. Tokyo Pop, original prints. Most of them are, at least. That's that there, and then they switch to red. I hate it when it does that, but you know, can't be helped. Samurai 7. This is the manga adaptation of Samurai 7, the manga, and the manga is actually an adaptation of Samurai 7, or 7 Samurai, the old as crap Japanese movie, which I've seen. Wasn't as good as the anime, and the anime was not as good as the manga. The manga was excellent. Probably one of my top 10 manga of all time. Both of these are. They're amazingly good. I will definitely be doing a review, and there's only the 2 of them, which I love when a series does not last forever. So there's that. Samurai 7. Nabari no O. These are 1 through 7. There's gotta be more. But I just have the 7, whatever. D.Gray-man, again, to 21. I need to keep collecting the rest. I don't have a full set. And the art in D.Gray-man is very detailed. Very good, quite cool. It's a little bit old, as of now. I guess I'm dating myself thinking that D.Gray-man's old, but with stuff like One Punch Man and My Hero Academia and stuff like that coming out, everything's old. Everything's old. I'm old. Whatever. This is the Super Smash Bros. Championship belt. They gave you this when you were at the midnight release of Super Smash Bros. Wii U at my GameStop. I don't know about everybody's, but at mine, I got the belt, and I wore this around the mall like crazy. Like, it was so cool, and it's just like a Burger King freaking. It's nothing good. Don't get me wrong, but it's so cool and it's so special to me. I've kept it this entire time. It's about a year. Smash Brothers is old even. Okay, so moving up here, we've got these little figures of, first we have the King of Red Lions, then we have a Moomba from Final Fantasy VIII, the little cat from Lucky Star, a Tonberry, also from Final Fantasy, and then Makar. And these were commissioned, I commissioned a young lady, I don't remember her name. Oh, and I don't want to say something that's wrong, but I will put a link in the description below if any of you are interested. But she makes these by hand out of clay, really quite cool, and they're I mean, red even comes off. A little. I mean, how cool is that? So one of a kind, very sweet. I highly recommend her work. It's very cool. She's kind of on a creative hiatus at the moment, so I don't know if she's accepting commissions, but I'll put the link in the description regardless. Hunter x Hunter. This is 1 through 26, and I got all of these for, I believe it was like $20 at that convention that I was talking about earlier. That's probably the best manga deal that I've ever made in my entire life, so I'm quite proud of that. Down here we have Ragnarok. These are original Tokyo Pop editions. They are flipped, but they're good. They're actually a pretty cool story. I like it a lot, and it's based off a video game, I believe. Never played the game, don't know about it. This is Rozen Maiden, volumes 1 through 8, everything that has been printed. And Rozen Maiden isn't my standard cup of tea, but it is a classic, and it is it's not a long series. I mean, volume 8's ridiculously short. But it is a classic, and so I have it. I guess I have it for that reason. We move to Zombie Loan now, and I believe Zombie Loan is finished. They were coming out relatively slow, so I stopped collecting for a while. I think there's 13 total, but Peach Pit the same as Rozen Maiden. Moving up here, we have Morph from Treasure Planet, Nom from Cut the Rope, and an Angry Bird, which my younger brother gave to me. It's awesome. Now we have Pluie. Pluie's the hero and guardian of the rave. Before he was anything else, he was guardian of the rave. Another box of cards. We won't get into that at the moment. But we have Judas, printed by Tokyo Pop. Ooh, Judas, creepy. Now we have 𝐁𝐫𝐿, also printed by Tokyo Pop, and these are fairly old. I think they're the same age of Judas. 𝐁𝐫𝐿 is kind of like Avatar, The Last Airbender. Like, everyone has an elemental power. Anyway, regardless. Escaflowne. Haven't read these, actually. I know you guys don't kill me, but I haven't read them. I know they're a classic. I know they're extremely important, but I haven't read them. I do have them, though. Okay, Fooly Cooly, volumes 1 and 2. And then Badoom, which is tons popular now. I didn't know that it would explode when I bought the first ones, but now it's very popular. We have Remote, and back to Batum really quick. It looks like a game. Like, the idea is to make it look like it's a game DVD disc thing. Anyway, it's really cool. The Japanese ones actually look legitimately like Xbox covers. And I guess for whatever reason they couldn't do that in the United States, so we get a kind of a dumbed down version, but the Xbox one's awesome. Order Remote, it's kind of a mystery thriller manga. Not the best art, I'm not gonna lie, but there's only 10. CMX published Sword of the Dark Ones, and this is a series that I wish would have gone on for longer. The 3 volumes that we do have were great. I thought they were fantastically cool. The art is simplistic but good. I definitely appreciate it. And then we have the Kurosagi Corpse delivery service. Covers aren't much to look at, but the story is quite cool. I haven't read all of them. I think I'm halfway through what I have. And these are also, because the originals that I have are out of print, Dark Horse is doing omnibuses of them. Dark Horse is fantastic for printing omnibus copies. Like, I totally appreciate them recirculating older manga. Let's hope for something like Vagabond, right? Moving on to Mail, and this was from the same writer as the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service. And then I have this little dusty lantern-looking thing, and the poster for Final Fantasy Dissidia, and Dissidia is a fantastic game. But that's it. So we hit up the top shelf. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any comments, if you like any of the books, if you read anything, I would totally appreciate your comments. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you all are doing well. And this has been the 5th library tour. Next time we're going to hit up my overflow on the red shelf, and then we'll do the other end of the room. So stay tuned, lots more to come. Peace.